the potatoes had a 10-minute boil. They've had a 10-minute air dry, or thereabouts air dry, and now I'm putting them back into the container they were cooked in, and I'm going to give them a good shake. Now, why do I give them a good shake? It's because that way they get nice and fluffy outside. Just give me a minute, I will show you. There we go. Can you see? Nice and fluffy. Now, on the stove, I'm doing a little bit of a shortcut here, because on the stove, I think you can just about see, I have a pan, and in that pan I've got some oil that is heating, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the potatoes off in this hot oil. I'm just going to get one of the potatoes so you can see how fluffy they are and scrunched up on the outside. Okay, all those bits go really scrummy and lovely. Again, at this point, you can just toss them in oil, lay them flat on a tray, and then you can freeze them. Once they're frozen solid, you can bag them, and you've got roast potatoes. Never mind just for Christmas, but for any time that you want roast potatoes. If you've got some potatoes that are starting to look a bit, rather than going, oh, I'll make mash and freeze, make roast potatoes and freeze. Then you just cook from frozen, as you do the Aunt Bessie's, the Aldi, the Lidl, the Sainsbury's, any brand. You cook from frozen, flat on a tray for about 40 minutes. So this oil, yep, it's nice and hot, so I'm going to go in. Now, so I know which potato to turn first, I'm going to put them in clockwise, starting at 12 o'clock. So they are all in, and they are starting to fry quite nicely. I'm hoping you can see. I think you can. So I'm just going to leave those so that they actually form a crust. Gosh, it's really hot in this kitchen. That's better. Open the window. Anybody who's seen the size of my kitchen can probably appreciate why it gets so hot. Don't want to pop this on too loud because it disturbs us, our talking. So, a couple of minutes and I will turn those, and then we'll come back. Right, the potatoes have had a couple of minutes, and now I'm going to just sprinkle with some sea salt, Morden sea salt, because that is my absolute, or shall I say our absolute favourite. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and into the oven. And I've got the oven set at 210. So this is my frying pan, which can go in the oven. Detractable handle, which is really handy. So just pick it up. I need to move the oven shelf because I had to move it to fit the turkey in. So let's just take the shelf down one, and in we go. They'll be in there for 40-45 minutes-ish. After 20 minutes, I will drain the parsnips and add those along with some onions and some garlic and some rosemary.